This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Back at Bristol Motor Speedway under caution for the first time tonight, coming out on lap 16, an incident in the turns involving the 7 car of Mike Wallace. I'll show you far right of your screen in the turn.
And it looks like Mike just got in the corner, lost some grip, and spun it around, but it doesn't look like he's got much damage. The left front fender beat in just...
Danger of going a lap down with a lot of other guys right now. Little challenge for the lead, Doc. And a caution out.
Right into it.
Second caution flag of the night, and again it's Mike Wallace spinning, this time up off of turn 4.
That time it looks like he got a little help. I believe the 24 car...
We just got wrecked off the 4 there. Left side got into the wall.
Close call on the leader, too, with Jeff Burton just squeezing by there.
We're going to need some hammers and some of that, bear bomb.
Onboard camera, the 24 car. Casey Meir just gets in the left rear quarter panel with Mike Wallace and in the wall. So, boy, that's hard to take early in this race. Mike is up high in the racetrack and looks like...
High above, and there's trouble in the corner over in turn 4, and it's the 29 car of Burton involved, trying to go around some of the lap cars. Has had contact, and he has got some heavy damage. He and the 0 car of Eric McClure have come together.
Front blue getting into 3. Is the drivable there at all?
I heard somebody say the right front blue getting into 3.
Let's watch and see what happened over here just a moment ago, entering turn 3. There's the damage on the right, the damaged 0 car.
Oh, he just blows that right front, and Burton was already committed to the outside.
That's just the racetrack. You know, the racetrack's been so good, and Jeff's been running the top of the track, and he... You know, I was talking earlier about how these noses settle down in the corner. 25 car around. Big crash. David Gillian. Looks like the car just got loose.
I saw the left rear tire went flat. I saw it right as you were talking there. I just happened to notice going in that corner, that tire was on the rim.
I was just getting ready to talk about how Busch is...
Must have blown on the straightaway.
This car wouldn't be unusual here at Bristol. There he is entering the corner.
You can see all the letters were already rubbed off the tire, like they had some contact maybe with those side-by-side racing they were doing.
Slowski was resistant. He did not want to use the air conditioning unit in his car. He had to be convinced. He said it felt weird. His head was... And there's trouble on the track. We'll pick that up later.
Thanks, Mike. Marcus Ambrose spinning, bringing out caution again here. This is the 5th one of the night.
He's able to keep going. He's got some damage in the rear. Looks like they might be able to beat that out a little bit and keep him going.
Boy, as this race was going on, I'm like, man, I'm starting to get tense here because they're running 3 wide on this racetrack. Let's take a look at this replay. Just gets up in the side. It looked like the 56 car.
Danny O'Quinn was on the outside, and you see the heavy damage there.
That's a typical Bristol crash right there, just running out of room.
The 38 car of Leffler. There's the 1 car of J.J. Yaley, who just did not come up to power. The car just shut off, and he slowed abruptly.
It ain't the battery, guys. It ain't the battery.
Yeah, they're talking about it's not.
Thank you, Tim. Great explanation of how that can break and what happens. Crash on the racetrack. Caution number 6 tonight, coming out on lap 132. The 36 car involved, having a spin, having some contact. Brent Sherman.
He's also got a little damage on the rear. Shouldn't cause him much of a problem here.
The 9.
You're going to see more of this, I'm afraid, before the night's over. This is Clint Boyer. He got involved in this. He had to go to the tail end of the longest line for a pit road infraction, and that puts him behind all this stuff. See, the 9 car just gets right into the back of Brent Sherman, turns him around.
Guys, I saw 2 things happen there. It looks like the 36 got loose a little bit, had to check up a little bit, and Casey was already there in the 9 car and just got right in the back of him there. And I started.
Keselowski, he has done a great job. I talked to him earlier today. He's walking around with a long sleeve shirt on in 100-degree heat. He's a tough young man, and he's running tough right now.
Yeah, Leffler and Ruderman appearing to have 2 of the faster cars, but being on different pit schedules, and the caution flag is out. Kelly Byers got some troubles. And yellow number 8.
Straight ahead. You know you can.
We saw Kelly Byers earlier with a right front tire. Or actually, the left front tire smoking really heavily. He was running.
Let's take a look at what happened to Kelly Byers there in the corner, bringing out caution number 8 right up across the racetrack, guys.
Looks like he just got loose again, like we've been seeing all night long with a lot of cars. Just lost it all by himself and spun the car. And Andy, I was talking earlier, these cars aren't tightening up. They're all loose out here, and that's the biggest thing I'm seeing.
Caution flags are not unusual at Bristol, but one thing we're seeing tonight is that these caution flags and these spin.
Well, heavy contact. Marcus Ambrose spun and gets tagged by the 28 car.
Well, that's the second big impact we've seen over there in turn 2. One was in practice with Reed Sorensen.
Now, these guys that pitted earlier, who are concerned about fuel mileage, these cautions just keep helping them.
On the racetrack. You see, here we go. Marcus Ambrose just gets loose, getting in the corner. Car turns around. He already had some damage from an earlier spin.
It looked like he was already really loose before that with that right rear quarter panel damage. Didn't have the downforce he needed. But again, we're seeing all these loose conditions getting at the...
See, now that's a commitment violation. But it didn't matter at this point.
Nothing wrong with the car. Yeah, there is.
Back at Bristol Motor Speedway, caution for the 10th time today. The 66 car of Stephen Wallace involved in an incident as they were battling for 17th position. He and Bobby Hamilton Jr. going in the corner. There's the damage, the cut left front tire on the 66, which looked to have a chance to get a top 15.
The right front fender, whether the toe end's knocked out. Let's take a look at this. Bobby just drives up in the back of him, spins him out. And close racing here at Bristol, Tennessee, but it looks like Stephen had a clear racetrack there, and Bobby just got a little anxious.
Back at Bristol, Tennessee, get green just a second ago, and the 12 car pulled away, the 99 in chase, and now we are under yellow yet once again. This makes the 11th caution flag tonight. Brian Vickers involved in this latest contact.
Yeah, it looks like here he's just 10 cars holding the 5 up just a little bit right here, and it looks like Kyle Busch moves right underneath.
Well, Kyle's on the throttle. He's just a little bit impatient right now. And it looks as though that when
Laps to go as they come by this time. Ryan Newman trying to hang on. Whoa, across the racetrack is Bliss.
Looks like the 18 car got into the 22 there.
Newman the leader. Here comes Casey Kane in second spot. Leffler now has gone by the 99 for third, and Ruderman trying to hang on. Hopefully he can get something going here in the final 12 laps. Great typical Bristol finish.
And Leffler's got some fresher tires on the car. He's working the bottom of the track right now. Just about the time we thought that Casey Kane was going to get past Ryan Newman, now it's swapped back to Jason Leffler. He's taking the short way around the racetrack, working the bottom, because he knows Kane is stuck to the top and he can't get nothing done there. Jamie?
Guys, Ryan Newman has about 160 laps on those tires. How he's hanging on, I don't know. I think he's surprising his team. Meanwhile, Jason Leffler making the move on the inside of the 12. He's been asking for 15 laps. Do I have time? His team said, man, you have the best tires. You have the time. Be patient. This win is yours.
They go high above him. It looks like the 9 car opted to go up to the outside. Can he get the car to stick way up there? They push and rub, and Casey Kane just gets off the corner 3 wide. What a great pass by Casey Kane.
And Newman got loose. Now he's got a tire down on the 12 car. Sparks are pouring out from underneath the car.
Bring her in.
He's lost the left front tire because of contact. We saw the sparks fly out, and now his day's over.
A man on a mission, but 4 laps to go. It's going to be among these 3 guys here to settle it at the checkered flag. Here's the 99 car. Look underneath. It is a Dodge in the 9, and then 2 Toyotas. Leffler, who was the pole sitter, trying to get there, but Kane holds that middle group.
This thing's going to be a side-by-side race right to the very end. Leffler needs to just gather his... like you see in a lot of speedways. And look how much ground he goes on. Leffler spins.
Casey Kane gets the win. Contact.
And hit nothing. You're good. Let it roll down the hill a little bit.
Casey Kane holds on for the victory at Bristol. Leffler finishes second, but there's contact right at the line between Leffler and Rudeman.
Driving, dude. That was awesome.
Doesn't get any better than that right there.
Well, if you're going to spin out the last lap, going across the line backwards and still get in second place, that's how you got to do it.
Will it be white flag waves? They're half a lap away.
Casey Kane still got the advantage here.
Casey's committed to the top. He's got the big run on the top of the racetrack like we see in a lot of speedways. And look how much ground he goes. Leffler spins.
Casey Kane gets the
Hold
win.
on there.
Contact.
You're good. And hit nothing. You're good. Let it roll down the hill a little bit.
Casey Kane holds on for the victory at Bristol. Leffler finishes second, but there's contact right at the line between Leffler and Rudeman.
Driving, dude. That was awesome.
And he'll be the guy who will lead them down from the pole for 500 laps tomorrow night.
Well, you see some cool burnouts, but I've never seen one in the middle of the track before. In the middle of the corner, that's something.
You see how much banking there is at this track. He's going backwards while he's burning the tires.
Let's take you back 8 laps to go. Here's the pass coming off turn 4, the contact between Newman and Kane.
And
Casey Kane was just... He kept fighting and fighting until he got it.
And right there, that's where he lost the tire in the right rear tire of the 38 car, Jason Leffler. You see the tire getting ready to go down. There it goes, up into the wall, and his day was over then.
We apologize to those of you watching. We had a satellite feed issue, and we're going to give you the last 2 laps here once again. Final 2 laps. Great finish here. The 9 car of Casey Kane trying to hold off the 38 of Leffler and the 99 of Rudeman.
And Casey Kane working the top groove, never giving up at all. He committed to the top of the racetrack. Leffler's got fresher tires, trying to make it work on the bottom. And Kane gets that big run off the corner and just pulls away from him right there.
And here he is, Leffler just giving it all he's got here off the bottom of the racetrack, trying to get up underneath. Can't make it, can't make the pass.
And still going for it. He hasn't quit. He's on the bottom, still digging. He's got one more corner to go. Can he get it done? Rudeman's right on his tail. He gets him loose right there. Gets him a little bit aero loose. He picks it up, runs out of room, and gets hit in the back from Rudeman. The 38 Leffler misses the wall and still finishes second backwards across the line. Heck of a race.
Jason Leffler finishing second backwards.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.